Namaste and welcome to my channel Deepastra Universe. Today I'll be talking about the last four lagnas Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. How will be your March 2025? So, if I begin with some major changes are coming in the month of March. Firstly, Venus is getting retrograde on 2nd March. On 15th March, Mercury is getting retrograde. Sun will enter the Pisces sign on 14th March, while Saturn will enter the Pisces sign on 29th March. So, these events are happening. Let's begin with Sagittarius. So your Lagna Lord is Jupiter is now in the forward direction and it's in the sixth house. So it's not just your Lagna Lord, but it's even your fourth house Lord. So both the Kendra's Lord is there in the sixth house. This is a kind of tricky situation because it not just disturbs the health, but even it disturbs the home life, mental peace, your mother's health. So all these situation could be possible. But if you are looking for a new job, a change in your life, you wanted to compete or crack an interview, you were looking for a banking uh, sector career or anything to do with finance, money related, CA, consultancy, all these, or even consultation in the form of a doctor, these all thing can fructify for you all. But mind it will give you some difficulties related to your health, definitely, for sure, and some kind of verbal differences also. Mother's health and your personal health can get disturbed, either mentally or physically, both the ways it is possible. Now, if I talk about Venus, which is currently retrograde in Pisces sign, where it gets exalted with Rahu in the fourth house, and Mercury is debilitated in the Pisces sign, but it is making a Neech Bhang Rajyo. So, while Mercury will get retrograde on 15th March, till the time it is not retrograde, these three together are still going to give you good result because it's forming in the fourth house. So, you can buy some a luxury vehicle, property, something to increase your comfort. So ultimately your comforts are rising. You will spend a lot of money for your happiness, for your expenditures, for your comforts. You can buy a new property, vehicle, and even there is a shift in your home or renovation in your home, so you are going to enjoy and party in your home life. Now, Sun is currently there in the Pisces sign till 14th March with, in the Aquarius sign with Saturn. So, it's forming in the third house. So, these two planets till 14th March are a like sort of tricky position because Sun being the Lord of your ninth house, it's benefit for you, functional benefit for you. But mind it, Saturn being the second and third house Lord is not benefic, it's malefic for you, functional malefic. So one benefic, functional benefic, another is functional malefic, and these two are inimical to each other. So there could be possibility of fight with authorities, boss, guru, or even your father, elderly person. So you can have ego clashes with them, and it could be reason because of your own speech, the way you speak, or the amount of hard work you are putting, or the kind of skills you are developing. Maybe your boss is not satisfied with it, maybe your guru is not satisfied with your work. So depending on what kind of situation you are currently with, like you are in higher education or you are into any kind of career or even in your home life, so dissatisfaction will be there, because of which ego clashes will happen. So this is the possibility. Else one more thing will happen, you are going to travel. Other than that, more than travel, there's a possibility of getting any government position or a better position, either in a education sector as an academician, professor, scientist, anything like that. Or even if you're looking for starting master's, PhD, and you are looking for any good institute or university, its possibility is there that you get really good opportunity even from foreign countries. Now, when the sun will enter Pisces sign on 14th March, so while it is entering, Venus is already retrograde, and next day on 15th March, Mercury will also get retrograde. So, sun will be there in the fourth house with all the retrograde planets. Rahu is already retrograde. Mercury is there, which will get retrograde, and Venus retrograde. So, let me tell you, sun is functional benefic, right? Right? Okay, and rest other are functional malefic for this lagna. So more so ever, this is a formation of an eclipse. So everything, every comfort is rising, happiness is coming in your life, but still there could be certain situation where your mind get disturbed, or if not your mind, then your mother's health get disturbed. So this is the possibility that is forming. Now, even if I see Jupiter, which is currently there in the sixth house, it's the dispositor of the fourth house. So, mind it, this could be a troublesome situation for your mother's health and your home life. If your property is stuck in loan or some kind of issue, court case or something like that, then major trouble can form. Even if the issue is there between you and your spouse, then also some problem can form. But else, this is also a Raj Yog which is forming, the exchange Raj Yog between the fourth and sixth house. So if you want to buy anything like property, vehicle, then definitely on loan you can buy that. Now, similarly, Ketu is there in the 10th house. So, Ketu in the 10th house is talking about that all the transformations that are coming in your career and home life are going to support you overall. Later, when Jupiter will enter the Gemini sign, then things will really improve. But I would say you need to be little bit cautious, especially about your mental health, happiness, in the home life. So, you are going to get the mixed result of it. So, I should say 60% good, 40% bad. And eventually Mars is there in the Gemini sign in your seventh house, as I see, because Mars is there in the seventh house, it disturbs the relationship part. If you are in a partnership, either with a business partner or with a spouse, so there some uh, difficulties can come. Difficulty in the form of verbally you are fighting with each other, or through communication, through digital communication, you are just fighting with each other, you're not happy. So that is the reason why the fourth house disturbance is there. So fourth house, so many planets together will give you mixed results, 60% good, 40% bad. Okay, so this is the case with the Sagittarius Lagna. Now I will move ahead with the Capricorn Lagna. For you, your Lagna Lord is currently there in the second house. So in the Aquarius sign, till 14th March, Saturn will be there with Sun. So Sun being the Lord of your eighth house. So it's not a good combination where the eighth house Lord is going in the second house Lord is there, and that too both are enemies. Okay, and for this chart, Saturn is also neutral and Sun is like functional malefic. So these two planets together are going to give you some problem in your family. Maybe your family and your in-laws family have a verbal fight because of you and your spouse, or you have trouble in your business, you have trouble in your family because of inheritance, some ego clashes could be there, some problem in your business. All these issues are there, but it is good for inheritance. If you are looking for inheritance, then after fight, after difficulties, you will definitely prosper and you will gain from there. But some fights and difficulties are definitely thriving in this month. Especially you can have your family can fight with your father-in-law or any authoritative person, so be aware of it. And someone can meet with an accident also. Eighth house Lord going in the second house is a family house, so some difficulties are also seen. And mind your tongue also, some difficulties in finances also seen for you in this month. Now Mars is there in the Gemini sign in your sixth house. So Mars being the lord of your fourth house and your 11th house, it's not functional benefic, it's functional malefic for this chart, and it's there in the sixth house. It's not considered good. It is good for competition. If you are competing for something, for exam, for interview, or for any sport activity, anything like that, then it's good. But else it can cause a problem with your mother's health, problem in your mental peace, home life, property related problems can arise suddenly, court case, litigation, or loan related issues, problems with enemies, problems with your friends, elder siblings, fights with them. These all situations can arise. As I see, this Capricorn Lagna for you this month looks like problem in your family life. Now, even if I see Sun will enter on 14th March in the Pisces sign, there Venus is present, which is exalted. It is, exalted. Plus, from 2nd March, it will be retrograde. And on 15th March, Mercury, which is debilitated in the Pisces sign but making Nij Bhang Rajyo, will be retrograde. So, while Sun enters the Pisces sign on 14th March, it will see that Venus is already retrograde, Rahu always remain retrograde, and Mercury will get retrograde next day itself on the 15th March. So Sun with these three retrograde planets, and Sun is not a functional benefic, it's functional malefic for this chart. Now it is there in the third house. Third house is considered as the bad house, okay, malefic house. So along with Rahu, along with Mercury, along with Venus. So Mercury, Venus, Rahu together are going to give you good result in the third house. Okay, but Sun coming over here can bring a lot of difficulty, especially accident. Beware of accident. Then in your family. Okay, but you are going and problems with your neighbors or younger siblings. But you are going to initiate lot of things at this time. Maybe you initiate something new. Initiation could be related to your either education, bachelor's, master's, PhD, or you change your place, or a childbirth indicated. Even you can get into a relationship, and even it looks like someone can get married also. So these possibilities are forming. You are going to learn something, you are going to develop your skills. Hard work will be there to initiate something new. So this is the possibility, but rest, sun forming combination with these three planets in the third house shows you will have difficulties with your neighbors, younger siblings. Maybe they meet with an accident, or some fight or clashes could be there. That's a shadowy planet forming an eclipse with sun. It's not good at all. So at least not for your younger siblings and neighbors. So you will have problem with it. If you not you, then definitely they will have problem in their life. Now, if we talk about Jupiter, Jupiter is currently there in the fifth house. It's a blessing for you. Okay, so now the fifth house Jupiter is giving its aspect on the 11th house, ninth house, first house. So this is like a blessing. So at this time you can travel, go for pilgrimage, you can do all kind of rituals. Childbirth indicator indicated, education related things are indicated. You will learn something, you will find a guru at this time. Your dreams will get fulfilled, your desires will get fulfilled, you will get a lot of opportunities. So it's a very good time for you. If I talk about Ketu, Ketu is currently there in the ninth house. When Ketu and Rahu are there in the this 9-3 axis, let me tell you, they are very good in industrial, business acumen. They have very good business acumen, and even from the moon sign or from the lagna. And plus, if the Ketu and Rahu are there in the ninth house, any of them, this is some kind of separation from your father. Either Ketu here means in the ninth house separation from your father, and if Rahu is there, then that could mean that you have difficulties with the authorities, or and but both these planets, because they are foreign element, they have that they are shadowy planets, they don't have any existence. So when they are there in the ninth house, Ketu or Rahu, in this case Ketu is there, it means somewhere you are attracted to people who are of different culture. You are really, really attracted to them. Different people who are very different, and maybe it's an opportunity for you to visit any pilgrimage, any even Kumbh Mela Yatra, and that could be done, might have done at this time, any of the pilgrimage travel. And it even shows that you will find a lot of interest in this spiritual activities, and getting disconnected with your roots. Okay, so this is what I can talk about Capricorn. Let's move on with Aquarius. For Aquarius, your Lagna Lord is there in the Lagna. It's the Lord of your 12th house and the first house with Sun. Sun is your 7th house Lord. So these two planets in the Lagna are considered somewhere not so good, which will give you ultimately a result where you might find difficulties with your spouse. So some separation can happen, or some legal issues or fights. Even in the case of your business also, if you are having any business with your business partner, then you can have that problem. Even if you're doing it all alone, then also, and even your public image will get tarnished. You can have problems with the authorities. Okay, such a situation is forming. But if I see the good part of it, the good part says maybe from anywhere out of the box you get an opportunity from some faraway place to rise your status, to rise your public image. Maybe in a career, as a position, or something happens because of that good news, your status rises. This is possibly happening for you. Now, Mars is there in the Gemini sign for the whole month. Mars, being the lord of your third house, and your 10th house, it's currently there in the 5th house. So it means somewhere, because Mars, energy of this Mars is good for all those people who are technically sound. If you are into any kind of field which deals with technicality, engineering, then it's good for you. Your mind will be very technical at this time. But it's not good for relationship. Even relationship with your children can get damaged. You won't be able to focus much on your education part, because Mars is good in technicalities, but it is not good in focusing towards the education. Somewhere your mind get disturbed. And why it gets disturbed? Because of the energy that is forming in your brain. And what kind of energy? Sometimes it is the competition that is building in your head. Okay, so you have to be aware of it. But if you are doing any technical work, any product designing, selling, marketing, anything to do with teaching the technical subjects, these all things are good for you. Such people can do bachelors in technology, engineering, all these. Even marketing is there with this. But mostly in Gemini's, I have seen people who do electronics and communication, okay, engineering, or most probably they do this. Other than that, if I see, Sun will enter the Pisces sign on 14th March. Now, when it will enter the Pisces sign on 14th March, it will see that Venus is already retrograde from 2nd March in the Pisces sign where it gets exalted. And Mercury will get retrograde on 15th March, next day itself, in the Pisces sign where it gets debilitated. But it is forming a Neech Bhanga Rajyog because of exalted Venus in the Pisces sign. And Rahu always remains retrograde. So when Sun is entering, Sun is like 7th house lord. So it becomes neutral for Aquarius Lagna. While if I see the Mercury and Venus, they are functional benefic for this Lagna. And Rahu, together with these uh, two planets, Rahu, Mercury, and Venus, are going to give you very good result. Aquarius people are going to gain lot of financial opportunities. Their finances will boost immediately, out of the box, suddenly. Childbirth is indicated. They can go for education. Finances will grow. Their family will support them. Enjoyment will be there. They will eat lot of cuisines. When Sun will enter, then there's a possibility of marriage in their chart. Your spouse will bring lot of money, but still, spouse can face certain difficulties because Sun gets eclipsed with Rahu. So here some difficulties can come. To whom? To your spouse in your family. Now, even in your business also, but that will be for short duration. As I see for Aquarius, this is the best time that is forming in the month of March. Ultimately, it will give you all the good things, all the good results, except for that short duration of time when Sun is there in the second house for 1 month. Then some difficulties can come when it will be especially forming a combination with Rahu. So it will get eclipsed. So problem, something related to, if you have a business, family business, there some problem can come, or else your spouse can bring some problem in your home life, family life. Okay, finances, rest your finances are going to grow at this time. Finances will grow, some indication of childbirth, marriage, your father will prosper in his or her life, you will travel, you will have parties in your home at this time. And most probably there are even indication of some something, some finances or some financial growth that is coming because of your father or because of your children, something all over, all around there's happiness in your home. So there's a short duration of time when things will be problematic for you, else this looks favorable for the Aquarius Lagna. Now if I talk about Jupiter, so if you see, Jupiter is there in the Taurus sign, it is in the forward direction. Now Jupiter being in the forward direction in the Taurus sign in your fourth house, that means Jupiter, which is lord of your 11th and second house in the fourth house, definitely is bringing lot of opportunity to increase the comforts in your home life. So maybe you buy a vehicle, you buy a new property for your family, you construct a big house for them. So happiness is coming all around, just because of, as I said, the overall happiness is looking like financial growth, comforts are rising in your family, all are feeling happy. So some new member can also enter whenever Jupiter goes in the second house, fourth house, some new member also enters, or the aspect is there, then there's a possibility that new member could be in the form of a child, could be form in the form of a marriage, and someone getting married in your home, or even any pet also, whosoever you get in your life. Jupiter doesn't mean just human being, even the pets we get in our home, we adopt them, so these are also kind of jeev only. So it's a blessing for you. Even career wise also, this Jupiter is helping you overall with lot of success. Now, as I said, you just need to be cautious with this Mars part, because Mars is there in the fifth house. In your relationship, if you are little young and you are in a relationship, that can have troubles for a short duration for this 1 month. Else, the overall uh, transitions that are happening are good for Aquarius Lagna. Okay, and even just mind your tongue also. While you are speaking with your family members, you need to just mind your tongue till the time Rahu is there in the second house, along with when Sun enters. Just mind your tongue. You can get little egoistic with your words. People can sense that you are getting too egoistic, and sometimes egoism rises to narcissistic behavior. I, me, myself, nothing else. Now, then let's talk about Pisces. So, Pisces for you, your Lagna Lord Jupiter is currently there in the third house. It is now in the forward motion. It's the Lord of your 10th and first house. So, definitely, this is good for you. In the third house means with less efforts, you are going to gain a lot. At this time, you have got some guru. You might have traveled to a pilgrimage in this 1 year from May 2024 to this time period. Travels could be there. You might have learned something, some skill development certification course you might have joined, any maybe master's, PhD, or any certification also you might have done, or learned some new skills. So you might have find some guru, you might have traveled to pilgrimage. Even marriage is indicated, your father will get promoted, your spouse will get promoted in career, I mean to say. And even lot of gains and opportunities for you and your elder brothers and sisters. Now if I see the Lagna, Pisces Lagna, over there Venus is exalted with Rahu and Mercury, which gets debilitated but forming Neech Bhang Rajyog. So together these three planets are making a big Rajyog for this Lagna, and somewhere you have lot of desires to spend money for your comforts, for your beautification. But mind it, Mercury is lord of your fourth house and seventh house, so it's good. But if I talk about Venus, which is lord of your third house and eighth house, it's not good. So functional malefic planet will almost like a Markesh is sitting in the Lagna, that is Venus with Rahu, and along with Mercury. Definitely accident could be there, possibilities of difficulties related to finances. Just because you want something doesn't mean that your desire is going to get fulfilled, but it is also possibility of getting inheritance at this time, unearned money. But remember, this is even a yoga for accident. This is even a yoga for difficulties in your life, hurdles, problems. With lot of efforts you will achieve something, but still you will have that playful moment with your spouse, with your family members, with your home life, that even though difficulties are coming, the support of your spouse and mother and home life would be there, which will help you come out of it. Okay, some situations will definitely come, but still you will come out of it because of the blessings of Jupiter also. Now, if I talk about Sun, Sun is currently there in the Aquarius sign with Saturn till 14th March. So these two planets in the 12th house are considered little problematic, because Sun is even lord of your 6th house in the 12th house. That means if the Mahadashanta Pratantar is that of Sun or Saturn, problems can arise related to some loan, something to do with health issues, something to do with court case, litigation, and even something to do with foreign countries, wheresoever you are. But in foreign countries also, some situations, some legal issues or some health issues can arise, or some problem with other people, enmity with other people could also happen, because of which things might get worst for you. Lekin after 14th March, okay, after 14th March, Sun will enter the Pisces sign. Now, the moment Sun enters the Pisces sign, it will see Venus is already retrograde. Okay, Mercury will get retrograde on 15th March, while Rahu is always retrograde. So these three planets with Sun, how it will form the combination, because ultimately Sun is Lord of your sixth house Lord, eighth house Lord together in the Lagna. Sun and Venus are not considered good, but still, because even Rahu is there, which will form an eclipse. So mind it, sixth and eighth house Lord will give you, definitely it's another type of Vipreet Rajyog, but mind it, what will it do for you is that certain circumstances can come where after difficulties, maybe health issues or accident or some trouble or court case litigation or trouble in some other country, faraway place, with other people, enmity or something like that, after a lot of trouble, you will find a solution, or you will get a solution to come out of it, and that also looks like financial success, overall success. You will use your intellect in a very cunning way, you know. And one more thing I would tell you is that, because Rahu is forming a combination in the Lagna with Mercury, don't do any kind of fraud documentation at this time. Don't try to do any kind of fraud documentation, fraud with others. Okay, because ultimately, even in your career, even in your profession, and even the foreign countries also, don't try to do that, because it's Rahu is currently next to Saturn, in the next house to Saturn. Don't try to do any kind of fraud. And it is there in the Lagna for Pisces people. Don't try to do any kind of fraud, else you will be in trouble. Okay, this is the thing I will tell you for this month, because the ultimate is. Ultimate, whatever it is looking like, that a situation can form where you can get in trouble, but after that trouble, especially there is also combination where you can gain financially, and you can get support of your mother, family, home life, and spouse especially. From there you can gain. Now Ketu is there in the seventh house. Definitely Ketu is there in the seventh house. You were not so involved with your spouse. You were not giving too much time or focus in that direction towards your spouse or your business. But because of Jupiter there in the third house, giving its aspect from the fourth fair in their forward motion, things are calming down. You are giving much attention to your spouse and your business. Okay, so you are focusing now. And as I said, Mars is there in the Gemini sign. Mars is, because currently there in the Gemini sign in your fourth house Mars definitely is the second house Lord, and it is the ninth house Lord. It's functional benefit for you in the fourth house. You will get benefits of finances to raise your comforts to or your happiness from your family and from your father. You will get that comfort from them, through them. And this is the only moment where you will find the solution. So your family could be very supportive at this time. You will be in trouble because of certain situation, but your family will support you, your father will support you, your family will support you. But you can have problems with your mother, some clashes, some problem with your mother. And even if you have a housewife, with her also you can have some problems. So you need to find a solution, and even it looks like you will have a debate in your, or some arguments in your career and with colleagues also, because of this Mars. Because Mars in Gemini means some kind of communication related debate. Means that debate could be nonsensical also, means have no value, it's still you are going to debate. I mean, don't mean to say you will start fighting like physically or something like that. No, Mars in Gemini is means you can have a debate digitally also, argument with anyone like that, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, anybody like that. So this is what happens. And but still, or even you can have on social media anything to do with that, but still that's for very short duration. Okay, so I have given you much awaited result of what will happen March 2025 for these last four lagnas: Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. If you really like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, Deep Astro Universe. Thank you so much.